So here's another fight that's kind of bubbled up in my head. And that fight, as you can see, yeah, Tarzan versus Conan. Who would win in a fight between Tarzan and Conan? Yeah, Lord of the Jungle versus the Lord of Barbarians himself, yes. So, yeah, for more, prosperity's sake, I'm gonna say the original novels from Robert E. Howard Conan, not the movie, Schwarzenegger Conan, and the Tarzan from the original Edgar Rice Burroughs stories. So yeah, you get these two literary characters. Who would come out on top in a match between these two characters? Now, both of them, they've spent their whole lives fighting, Conan, as a child, was raised to be a warrior. Tarzan learned to grow up in the jungle and was raised by apes. These two, were built for survival. They were both built for survival, but they have different, strengths and weaknesses. Let's talk about Tarzan for a bit. Tarzan is of course, he's the Lord of the Apes. He's the Lord of the Jungle. And Tarzan, as we all know his story, he was raised by gorillas and lived in the the dense African jungles. And those places aren't, a nice place to be. Tarzan, as a child, had to learn, he had to learn survival skills from apes, as well as, eventually he learned to train himself. He's incredibly agile. He's fought, other apes. He's fought other animals. He's fought lions. Lions. I can't say lions without trying to say tigers and bears. Oh my. But yeah, lions, elephants, hippos. Even, he's even taken on the likes of dinosaurs. He even traveled to the center of the earth, to the world of Pellucidar, and slew and has killed several dinosaurs. Not to mention, he's actually killed predators. Yeah, Tarzan has fought and killed predators. Not one, multiple. He took out multiple predators by himself with a knife. Yeah, so that gives you a heads up of how tough he is. But the other thing is that Tarzan is incredibly intelligent as well as he's agile. He is still a human being, but he's, thanks to his time in the jungle, he's trained himself to be at this peak human physical condition, and he's an excellent hand-to-hand fighter. He's incredibly agile, and a lot of people think he's just some dumb savage, when in reality, Tarzan, aka Lord John Clayton, or Lord Greystroke, as he's also known as, he's very intelligent, he's very articulate, and this guy knows how to use the environment against you. If he's taken on multiple people with guns, and, he's killed dinosaurs. He killed a fucking T-Rex with a knife, for God's sakes. So there you go. Tarzan, right there. He's not called Lord of the Jungle for nothing. But that's not to discredit in any way, shape, or form Conan. As we all know, Conan is a savage barbarian. He's well-armored. He's incredibly strong. And, this guy, he lives for one thing. To crush his enemies, and see them flee before him, and hear the libations of the women. Yes, so that is all he lives for. Conan is, from birth, Conan lived in this harsh reality, and was a brutal warrior. He's killed, multiple people. He's killed, barbarians, sorcerers, even demons and giants, He's killed dragons, he's killed any kind of monster you could think of. Conan's probably put his sword through it, and if you can think of any woman, he's probably put his dick in it as well. I'm just saying, Conan's a bit of a player. Anyway, so the dude has even fought in one comic, he even went toe-to-toe with Wolverine and actually beat him in a fight. Yeah, he fought and beat Wolverine in combat. I think he also, back when Conan was under Marvel, I think he also went toe-to-toe with Spider-Man and also beat him. Yeah. But that's not also if you want to look at the other stuff Tarzan has done, I don't really count this one. I'm not really counting this one because this is Elseworlds. So, but yeah, he fought Batman and Tarzan fought and beat Batman in a fight. Well, it was more of a draw, really. But that's Elseworlds, anyway. So I guess that doesn't really count because it was an Elseworlds story. It was an Elseworlds Batman. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, Conan. He's fought, Red Sonja. He's fought dragons. He's fought, gods and monsters of all types. Yeah. Now, the thing about Conan and Tarzan is that they both have vastly different fighting styles. Conan is just come in, wreck your shit and leave. And probably smash your woman too, but I'm just, that's going to be an afterthought. Tarzan is very resourceful. He's not going to attack someone head on, even though he can do that, and Tarzan has a high tolerance for pain. You live in the jungle, you get used to getting cut up a lot. But Tarzan is more of an agile fighter. He's more of a, I'm going to strike you and then run off, or, I'm going to use your own strength against you. Tarzan may be built, but he's not, built like Conan, who's this goddamn tank. And, yeah, he's the faster of the two. And Tarzan doesn't really carry a lot of weapons. Really, he just carries a knife and uses his bare hands. Conan's he's got an arsenal. He's got swords. He's got arrows. And not to mention, Conan is also, he's also a pretty damn good fighter with his bare hands. Conan is also very intelligent. He's, a lot of people seem to think that Conan is just one big dumb brute, when in reality, Conan's pretty smart. When he wasn't busy killing or fucking women, killing people or fucking women, he was in between that time period in his time as a slave. He would spend his time learning to read and write. He's Conan is an incredibly intelligent person. So you've got these two who are excellent strategists, but they both have very different tactics. Where Conan is I'm going to go in there and use my overwhelming strength to beat down his opponents. Tarzan is I'm going to use I'm going to use the terrain against you. The other thing is that it all kind of depends on the arena. If Conan is in Tarzan's home, then he's in for a bad time. But at the same time, I feel like Tarzan could survive in a place like this. A place like where Conan lives. These very dry and desolate places. So it's a tough call, really. Both of them, but yeah, I could see Tarzan fighting Conan in hand-to-hand combat. I could see him taking him on. But yeah, once Conan gets a drop on him, or gets a hold of him, I doubt Tarzan could get loose. So yeah, this is a tough one. This is a real tough one. Both are intelligent, both have a high tolerance for pain, and they can deal out a lot of pain. They're both savage warriors. They both grew up to be both intelligent and savage warriors, to be both man and beast in a way. And yeah, this is a really tough one. I think this is one of the toughest matchups I've, had in my head. Tarzan versus Conan. So you guys tell me, who do you think would win in this matchup? If you think Tarzan would win, put hashtag Tarzan wins and list off the reasons why you think Tarzan would come out on top. Or, if you think Conan would win, just put hashtag Conan wins and list off the reasons why you think Conan would come out on top in a fight like this. But anyway, really interested to see what you guys would have to say about this. Really curious to see what you guys have to say about this one. Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.